Hello, everybody.
Knives, the table knives. Then there's other. Oh, hello.
Say hello. It
Hello.
is Sunday,
Greetings.
the first Sunday of 2026. We are all a year older. We have traveled in time to the future to meet you, and tonight we're playing more of our Herald of Rain campaign that we haven't played since last year.
Does it make you feel good to say that?
I felt obligated to say it since it's our first stream of the new year.
Oh, it is. Fuck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And with that,
Yeah.
Fox has some announcements.
I do. We don't just stream once a year, I'll have you know. We stream at least 3 times a week. Well, mostly 2 times a week, and occasionally we throw one in for funsies. We have Herald of Rain on Sundays. We have Tuesdays when 9 Lights Rise. It's a bi-weekly campaign, so come hang out. I think we're running this week.
Yeah, we should be.
All right, we'll see you on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, it's Veridia, Roots of Ruin, run by Booty. 3 different DMs, 3 different campaigns. You're bound to find something you like. Or if you don't like our long-form content and don't want to check us out on YouTube to see our other campaigns that other people might have run, or one-shots, because we have some DM dabblers around here now, you can check out Azrael's TikToks for short-form content, or YouTube shorts. He'll upload them eventually onto there. Or you can check out Springer's Knives. We have recently been gifted, and once I get my hands on mine, you will not see the end of it. Look at that gorgeous blade. You can customize it.
I love that I have 2, and dual wielding is a thing.
Play your role.
I'm
goddammit.
actually-
So what
I'm
you're
actually
saying
having
is
my
that Shock has
stepdad
gone
make me a
full Mo Sislak.
No, it's just that I get to show it.
Booty's looking really confused, like, do I understand that Simpsons reference?
That's a
Oh.
Simpsons
That's like
Yeah, it's when Homer and Ned got 2 wives, and they're like, I thought a guy with 2 wives would be pretty happy, and he's like, no, you're thinking about a guy with 2 knives. And it pans
Yeah.
over to Mo, and he's got 2 knives, he goes, I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty great.
Yeah.
Listen, I haven't met a
One of
problem
the
knife couldn't
very-
solve.
one of the very few and only Simpsons references I know.
Goodness. Well, I think that's the end of our
Yeah, no,
announcements.
I'm actually asked my stepdad to make a sheath this one just for. I know it's a kitchen knife, but shits and giggles. He's been experimenting with leather, so I'll be excited to show that off whenever he gets one done.
Experimenting with leather means something different to Booty, but we'll not get into it today.
You don't know how right you are.
I've made the joke and I feel gross. Okay. Yes. I guess we should recap what happened last session just to catch up, everybody. Let me look at my notes. It started off in the wee hours of the morning with Nikomund the Red spotting a disturbance. Something about some birds flying away about 5 minutes away from them. Party decided they wanted to go check it out. Derek decided he could hunt whatever was hunting them. And instead, Musa and Derek found the body of a traveling monk, not Hakim, that looked ripped apart at first glance, perhaps by some sort of wild animal. But Musa noticed a heart was missing, and none of its flesh was eaten of. Claw marks were seen, but unlike any animal that he has ever seen, wild or otherwise. Musa decided to look for tracks and found some clues of something traveling on all 4s, something that had jumped down from on high, but no paws or claw marks were seen, and they raced back to the others. Musa, decidedly cheating and winning. Nikomund, meanwhile, decided to pull out a new item from his pack and got a nice ring. Aryan.
Okay.
Once you got a new ring previously that you should have on your sheet. I don't know if you've seen.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. I remember. I just couldn't remember how I got it.
Yeah, it's your thing. The party decided to keep going and wait for whatever was hunting them to show itself, so Aryan kept an eye out for certain tracks and, with a really good perception check, spotted some scorched paw prints near them. The party eventually traveled a couple days. They kept seeing these clues of something tracking or following or playing with them. And eventually they came to some sort of terraced cliff that they had to climb, and Nikoman decided this was a good spot to use his new levitate spell to try and spot whoever was hunting them. He then spotted some rustling in some bushes, and he decided to set them alight with hellfire. But out of the burning bush walked out somebody that was unaffected by the fire. Someone familiar to Fenric. Someone known as the Hellhound of Zagros. And he immediately decided to attack the party. Not himself at first. He sent some giant vultures and some hellhounds to corner, pick him off. Nikoman had quite the fall, though he did manage to fix himself back up, so not Humpty Dumpty. As Derek decided to climb up the terrace and face the Hellhound of Zagros one-on-one for a little bit. But that sort of ended off with Derek flying off the cliff after he had his little villain monologue line. The Hellhound seemed to be satisfied with playing with his food for now. Decided to leave, and Fenric, in a desperate sort of attempt, tried to cast Vortex Warp. But he really couldn't get a grip on the magic, and the rebound flowed into his right arm, causing him to lose use of it for the next 24 hours. The Hellhound managed to escape the encounter. Not so many scratches taken, and Musa decided it's a good time to have dinner at 5 in the morning with some roast vulture. Nikoman sent a little tricksy Fae to try and track down the Hellhound. And we left off with Fenric, a bit exhausted and plagued by questions with no answers. As we joined the party back at the campfire. How's it going, everybody? All good? Cheerful?
Nikoman will turn to the group and say, "Well, that went well. Yeah."
I guess like at this point, like Derek's. I think we ended off like I was sitting against the edge of the cliff, like back against it. Derek just looks up at Nikoman, spits out a gob of blood, and goes, "Sure."
Well, yeah. We're still standing. He ran away.
That doesn't mean it went well.
No.
Well, he didn't get any of us, and we claimed the battlefield. It went well. We took out his little doggies. We took out his little birdies. I call this a win.
Well, it's not a lose.
I think we have two very different definitions of what was a successful fight. We took out the things that were expendable. That's not a win.
And now he doesn't have them.
You think he doesn't have more or can't get more?
I think if he had more, we would have seen him.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think we got more problems with him than we really know what we're getting into.
Oh, yeah, I agree. We're definitely going to see him again. We're going to fight him again. But everyone's acting like we lost.
I got thrown off a fucking cliff.
I got dragged down by a vulture. Still won.
I think it's more safe to say it was a draw.
I disagree entirely.
You know what? I'll actually agree with Nico on this. I disagree entirely.
I think in a fight you win. When you walk away losing nothing. And they lost many things. We are all still here. We have Vulture. And I'll continue to chew on a very disgusting piece of vulture drumstick because they are a trash bird.
Yes, they are. You tried to cook them, it just didn't go well. Almost.
So
almost.
good.
My question would be...
Watching him, it's just like the Luda dragon. Luda.
Mhm. My question would be to Fenric. Fenric, what's going through your mind? Are you sitting with the rest of the party, continuing your rest, or continuing your travel? What do you want to do?
I think when we ended last time, I said that I was over by like the little lakeside pond, whatever the hell it was. And it was like I was just on my knees, just like both exhausted mentally and physically a bit, as I kind of just sit there and I'm looking at my dead arm, just like glaring at it, like, why weren't it's like, why did you fail me? Uh, it was the sudden recognition through him in such a way that we're out in the middle of nowhere, walking through the woods, trying to deal with assassins, when suddenly there's a face that he half remembers from the worst experience of his life. He's not ready for any of it.
Does anybody notice Fenric's troubles, or are you all more focused on your current issues? Figure
Yeah.
out what to do next.
In the last session, Nikoman tried to give Fenric the very brave and heroic statue that Nikoman utterly failed to carve of Fenric to him, but Nikoman kind of would leave Fenric alone for a little bit at least.
Your arm. It looks bad. Do you want me to cut it off? Better now before the effect spreads to the
Cut
rest
it
of your
off.
body.
I don't think this is the kind of thing that spreads.
I don't know. I've
Can I
seen
do like a
lot.
Arcana or something and see if I have an inkling of what might be going on with it?
Certainly, go ahead. You could
'Cause
roll
I-
Arcana, you could roll Medicine.
Yes, because I know.
I saw a man once.
Come
His
on.
arm looked like that, and then 2 days later, half his body fell off like nice slime. Just splat.
That is so gross.
That's horrifying.
I'm doing a refresh because I just have a black screen, but I'm gonna roll real quick, real life. That is a 12 plus my Arcana. I forget what it is. Let me check. Come on.
By the way, I rolled a 4 on my deception check for the half a body sliding off.
Good to know. Your Arcana is a +5, buddy.
Cool. So that's a 17.
17. You know this is some sort of rebound of magical nature and observing it for a little bit of time with your natural intelligence, you don't see it spreading so much as it slowly seems to be clearing up, but very slowly because it has spread throughout the whole arm. Slowly, your fingertips are like getting clear of these black veins that seem to like cover the entirety of your skin.
Is it doing the ever so lovely like pins and needles feeling as it comes back? So it's just like that worse. I can't move it. I can't do anything with it.
Yes, it very much is. It's like dead on your side. Dead weight.
That's horrible. I'll just no. Just like start waving off. There's no need to cut it off. It'll go away. It is like when you sleep wrong and your leg feels funny and it has that sharp, pokey pain. It'll come back.
Okay, but it always looks better before it gets worse.
I trust that it won't just fall off.
Well, you guys have taken somewhat of a beating. Do you want to keep walking for the rest of the day?
Well, we're at the bottom of the cliffs. Should we rest here and then keep going, or climb the
But we don't.
cliffs and go?
There's a lot of blood here. We might want to go somewhere else so we don't attract predators.
That is a good idea.
What kind of predators are out here, Arian?
What kind of predators are out here?
In the mountains, it could be mountain lions, wolves.
There is a terrible predator out here. He owned a sandwich shop in Baghdad called Subway. His name is Jared.
Think about what you've done.
So you guys want to climb the cliffs and keep going? Are the cliffs in the direction we're headed? So we have
Yeah.
to climb them? Okay.
You could circle back and try and like take maybe a couple minutes back and try and see an alternate way around, but it might take longer. You do have all your mounts with you.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna
I
get the
don't
mounts
know
up the
how
cliff.
Gobi climb a ladder.
We should
and
probably head
I
back.
don't have enough magic to try to get everything out.
All right, head back and find another way around then.
Okay. Who's leading that search?
I can assist.
Yeah, I can.
Roll your check.
I will help you.
Survival?
Yes. Unless you can argue for something else.
17.
All right. Doesn't take you too long to find an alternate path that sort of goes around. Takes a little bit longer, but you're fine. You keep traveling. For a
Alright,
couple of hours, or take a...
Well, as we're cutting back, Nikoman's gonna come up next to Gobi and Fenric, and he's gonna say, Derek's magic bag has given me something else. I think it's magical. Can you check it out when you get a chance?
Sure. If you show it to me, I can tell you if it's magical right now. I just wouldn't be able to tell you what it does.
Nikoman's gonna hold out the new ring.
The aura is certainly
If I look
magical.
at it, does it have... Well, it does certainly seem to have some sort of property, but... Yeah. Can I do my inspection, like, as I sit on Gobi's palanquin?
Sure, why not? You're not actively leading the party, you're just sitting
Yeah.
there following. You can do that.
Yeah, no, I am definitely just part of the caravan.
Sure. You do your ritual casting,
Yeah.
and you identify this
Here we
ring to
go.
be a ring of
Yeah,
puzzles.
it just says I have to spend 15 minutes with it.
Yeah.
Cool.
You sort of take some time, read the enchantment, sort of make sense of the runes, and sort of allow yourself to feel the innate magic within and see where it leads you. And you kind of feel your mind sharpen in response. Sort of seems to. This ring would have 3 charges. Can help you with an intelligence check. It gives you advantage. And recharges.
Alright, so I'll hold it up in my left hand and, like, habitually I'll try to use my right hand and just, like... It looks like this will, a couple times a day, make you, give you a burst of inspiration, a little bit of sharpness, make you smarter really quick.
Interesting.
Otherwise, it does look nice and pretty. And then I'll hand it back to him.
Who do you think this would who do you think could use this best?
Who would need to be smarter the most? As I kind of look over in Muso's direction, just like side eye a little bit.
If
Well,
that were the case, I'd use it, but
Derek is good. He is a quite smart one among us. But not entirely sure. I think it could kind of go to anyone really. Anybody could use a burst of inspiration. I don't think there's anybody here who would have a particular edge for it.
how about just an idea? How about if you give it to Derek and tell him it was a spoil of the battle we just won?
Something I found on the ground as the strange man was flying around.
It was on the
Could be possible.
the collar of one of the doggies.
Well, no, the doggies did disappear.
Fell off the collar? I don't know.
I think the as the strange one was running around, it would I could put pass that off. Yeah, why not?
All right, you can give it to him.
And then where is sorry, I forget our bottle guy's name as something out of
Oh
Soon.
yeah.
Alasa.
aha. I was
remember.
a third of the way there.
Almost
I'm
forgot
impressed.
about him.
I did forget about him.
It's
Yeah, because
okay.
I
I
did
just
say
stay
like
quiet.
initially. Yeah, like initially he was riding behind me in my palanquin, so it's like he's just vibing for the moment, listening to this, or
A little bit. I mean, he's pretending
Alright.
not to overhear, but it's
Yeah.
hard to not
I
hear
mean
you
when
guys if
he's
you're
like
talking right
3
next to him.
feet, yeah.
Yeah.
to be by me. Yeah, why not? And yeah, so I'll take the ring and kind of lead Gobi over towards Derek. Hey, Derek, we found this little trinket after that skirmish. It might be useful. And then I'll hand it over to him, and or like I'll hold it up and like show it to you.
I'll pick it up and look at it and go, "Where'd you find it?"
I found it on the ground. It was near the base of one of the cliffs. It must have fallen off of the strange, but it seems to be a ring that gives you a burst of smartness, a burst of inspiration. It makes you a little bit smarter a couple times a day. Figure if anybody could have it, maybe you. You do seem to be the one who comes up with good plans and that stuff. the brains of our team, so
As
to speak.
as the person that had a very intimate experience with the base of the cliff underneath the stranger, I would like to make an insight check.
You do that.
Okay.
Shock, deception.
Can I possibly try to swing this as persuasion?
No.
You're lying to me.
Aw, but I'm better at persuasion.
I know, but doesn't work.
All right.
That's not the rules, man.
I'll give it a shot.
Don't you rules lawyer me.
It's a 16.
Okay.
And it's a meter beat, right?
Yes.
Because I also got a 16.
There's something off about. You feel like you would have seen it. You would. It's just a little bit too smooth. Prickles your senses.
There's
your
just like you can kind of tell like
spidey senses. The small grin.
the left corner of my mouth is just like just a little peek of a grin showing. It's like I can't quite hide it.
So I'll pocket the ring. Just be like, if you wanted to give me the ring, you just give me the ring. You don't have to lie to me about it.
Well, I thought it would be a... But either way, the ring does do what I said. I wouldn't lie about that.
Oh, that I believe you on, but
Just a little fun.
yeah, no, I got a very good look at the base of that cliff.
Are you sure? I thought it was rather fast and sudden.
The getting up part took a little while.
You see, Afsoon sort of leans over to
Exactly.
Aryan, who
You were dazed, confused.
he leans over to Aryan, who's riding nearby, and be like, "You know where I'm from? Usually, when they give a ring, there's a whole sort of celebration. This seems sort of casual."
Yes. Apparently that celebration is in some other cultures too. I've heard about it.
They seem rather low key. I kind of respect it.
I'd ship it.
Listen, nobody else brought it up, okay?
And since he's on
The
the
adventures
back
of Fenric, the
Of
mountaineer.
a camel.
of the palanquin with Fenric, I can hear that
Yeah.
plain as day.
He tries to stage whisper.
It's like, you know, we can just let you walk from here, right?
But you're not going to?
I haven't decided yet. I was already married once. Someone looks much better than him.
Okay, well. I think you look just fine, Fenric.
I was like, who looks better than me? Well, I try. Thank you.
I mean, like, I'll be honest with you. She was probably about like, if we're to do a scale of like 1 to 10, put her about an 8. Fenric, on your best day, you're 6, maybe 7.
Let's see if I give you snacks anymore.
Get that shit out of this channel. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Get it out. How old
You
are
set
you,
it up.
bastard?
You set it up.
And you let me down.
Nah, I delivered.
Can I return it?
I'm gonna take a clip of this and
Sorry,
show
there
it
was
to
no
my
receipt
8-year-old, and
with
she's
this
gonna
order.
love it.
Oh, please. The things we do to entertain the people. Well, you guys continue on your journey. It starts to head
People,
towards...
I do this to entertain myself.
Nikoman's going to keep an eye out for the Hellhound to see if he's following us, if he's leading us, or anything like that.
Do you want to use your passive perception, or do you want to actively keep a
I'm
lookout?
going to actively roll. keeping an eye out.
Okay.
What's a 12?
You do your best. But your vision is a little bit blurry at the edges once in a while, and you just wonder why. There's a dull throbbing in your head. Could be anything. I mean, it could be the fact that you fell really far down. Probably not.
Sure.
Concussions are fake.
Not in this. Not in this setting. A roll for brain hemorrhage. All right. You can't.
Oh, you're gonna sleep? Okay, go ahead and roll the d20 for me. No reason.
It'd be a D100 if anything. Yeah, you guys keep continuing. Starts to head towards evening. You travel another couple of hours. Do you want to find somewhere to camp, or do you want to do it out in the grasslands?
I think I would look for somewhere to camp.
Yeah.
Okay. Perception, survival. Just to see
I will
how
help.
good of a place you find.
They are the same. Dirty 20. That's a dirty little
Ooh.
20 there.
You find a dirty little dry cave that will serve as decent shelter. Maybe not the wagons and stuff might not fit in, but the rest of you can probably comfortably fit in for the night.
I found the cave. It can hold maybe 6-7 people.
I hate you. Every day, I wake up and ask myself, and
Suddenly the Hellhound leveled up.
oh, don't worry.
By 6 or 7 levels.
Oh no.
Oh,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
if you
die.
insist. I mean, if you insist, I'll do it.
Oh no, she has
you
a
set up a
camping
nice-
scene ready.
I did not set lighting in this camping scene. As I do that, you guys set up camp. Is there anything you want to talk about, or just head straight to sleep? In which case, you can. Basically means like apply your level up at this point.
We should set a watch.
Oh, we
before
apply our level up?
It should apply. I've done your sheets, but formally, you are now level 7 at the end of this.
What?
Which
What did we
Just
level up
go
from?
order. I am
6.
And what did we level up to?
Sad.
Say it.
I don't even know what that
Say
is about.
The last one I promised. I can't keep that promise.
Doesn't
I'm
rock
sorry.
slide.
I can't keep
Yeah.
that promise.
There is a rumble in the night.
Point of order. I am actually proficient in deception and survival because of my skill set
Mhm.
merchant thing. And for whatever reason, for the level up, decided to get rid of my deception and survival proficiency.
Okay, I'll add it onto your sheet. Sometimes you just gotta double check these things.
No, I got it. Yep, I got it.
Sweet.
I just, I was like, wait a second, I thought I had this. So I already gave myself the 2 proficiencies that I was missing.
Gotcha.
Just wanted to let you know why, if it comes up later on, suddenly I have an extra +3.
Don't worry, I believe you. All right. You want to set watches? I'll need some checks for tonight.
I'll take the
can
last
take-
4 hours.
I can take mid watch, because I can see in the dark.
Okay.
I'll take first watch.
First watch, roll for me. You know what to roll.
I'm going to use a lucky. I think I got one left.
Yeah,
Right.
you used one before.
Can you do like a D20 or something, just to see like how Fenric might be trying to sleep? Because he's definitely troubled from the day's events.
Certainly. Go
It
for it.
would definitely be fitful of any. Straight 19.
Luckily for you, the exhaustion from all that magical energy and thinking the rumination that you did is sort of sets you into a deep sleep, especially the low sort of ache. There's something about it that just lulls you to sleep quickly. No nightmares tonight. Nikoman, with a lucky, you keep watch. There's fair weather for the night. Doesn't seem to be any creatures heading your way during your watch. Who's next?
Think I'm gonna
Me?
go grab Ariune.
I perception is not very good, but that's okay. Ooh, 18.
Nice. You and Tekwani tries her best to stay awake with you, but falls asleep after a certain amount of time. Again, keep watch. It's fairly peaceful, no interruptions. Who's bringing up the rear?
Me.
Okay.
2 + 5 for a 7.
Your eyes are still sort of like crummy. You could have gotten a couple more hours with. Like the vulture meat is not really sitting well either, and you get a bit of like heartburn.
I like to think he's running off to the bathroom a lot for eating the vulture meat and not really paying attention.
You can do that, sure. You inflict that upon your own character. Yeah, the night seems to pass by. Are
So
you?
just so that we're clear on something,
Mhm.
canonically, Moose is the only one that's pooped.
I guess so.
That's what are they called? That group?
Man group.
Viva Dirt League.
Viva
Yeah.
Deadly, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, great video on that one too. Yeah.
It was really funny.
Are you? I want you to roll me a D100.
Okay. 53.
Okay. After you wake up, take your watch, and then go back to sleep. You sort of slip back into a deep sleep. And it's peaceful for a little bit of time. And then you feel like a cold breeze on your face, and you sort of shuffle. There's something a little bit wet that falls onto your face, and you sort of blink open your eyes, but something's different. It's not the mountains, not the sky that you remember. In fact, it smells like a city, and you hear the noises of a city at night. Still not perfectly quiet. And you look down, and the body doesn't look familiar either. It's a more muscular, more weathered, the skin especially, aged, and the bone structure is different. And you look down and you see one of the hands has these crawling black veins. And in certain patches, they almost seem to resemble letters, though you almost can make sense of them. You figure it might be some sort of infernal runes on the hands of this person. You see this person is just crouched at the top of a roof, looking down, watching what appears to be a manor in the distance. Not modest, not the biggest manor you've ever seen, sort of in between, fairly affluent. It's a city that's unfamiliar to you, and the figure begins to move. It sort of heads down, reaches into a crack between the walls, and it slowly pulls out, looks like a scrap of parchment that it reads. And in your head, you hear a gruff male voice speaking about this clearly encrypted note, and something about the protector having left, and that it is time for the job to be done tonight. You see, he sort of strikes a match, and the paper burns away to ash, and he just quietly starts moving through the city. You quietly start moving through the city. You're watching through the eyes of this person. You see them move with a cat's grace, and as they come upon the corner, you see a guard at the edge of this manor that's sort of seeming to be falling asleep. You hear quiet muttering under the breath of this person that you are now, and you look down and you see the very color and the transparency seem to leach out of your skin. You've seen somebody do this maybe a little bit before. They seem to turn completely invisible, and they quietly sneak up, unsheathe the dagger, and just draw it across the throat of the guard. That falls silently, and then they move on immediately to the next, drawing it quickly, and they head inside. Not a pause in between. They're just quietly moving, killing, sneaking, grabbing the bodies as they fall so as to not make a sound. You hear them move throughout the manor, up the floors, heading upstairs, clearly to some important part of the house, a room in the above section. And there you see a personal guard that finally at the edge seems to spot or hear just an unfortunate clank of armor as another body falls. And they start to turn around and fight this figure that has now become visible. Again, this person is fighting with knives, but at some certain points you see them use magic to sort of freeze their enemies in place before quickly stabbing, and it's a bloodbath. This one person mowing through the entire house. Just as they're holding the last struggling body and removing their dagger, there is a sound by the entrance. You hear clattering, and you hear like a person roaring in anger and rage. And you feel the frustration as if it's your own. Some sort of irritation at something having gone awry. This person rushes to you, grabbing a sword off the ground, and you start to fight. This person is dressed in nothing that can be described as finery. It's rags, essentially. Slave clothing, perhaps? Although he does look fairly clean today. The Hashashin, what you realize, are now fighting this figure. And there's a violent slash as it leaves a cut across the face of this protector, whoever it is. There is a decent amount of fighting going on, and you swear you can almost place that face, but you're caught up in the memory of the moment. There is just a brief second where your foot slips out from beneath you, spilled wine, an accident, just the worst luck that could happen in the moment, and this person stabs you in the chest. A fatal blow. And you drop down. You feel yourself sort of come out of this body that you've been experiencing this entire dream as, and you see the infernal markings as this protector pulls off the face covering. A similar mask you've seen once before, the mask of the Hashashin that they wear and you've seen others wear. This one a little bit more elaborate than any you might have seen previously. The markings that you've seen on the hand sort of crawl all the way up his face, all across, little infernal runes, tendrils of dark, dead skin following along with it. And as you see this protector sort of search the body of this now dead Hashashin, you find the symbol of the eagle feather. Reminds you of what you've seen before on the skinwalker's own body. That strange iridescent purple coloring to it. And at that moment the vision pauses, where everything was sort of moving in this hazy, realistic memory. All of a sudden, everything freezes. Even the dust you see in the distance, the dripping of blood puddling onto the floor. It freezes. And in the corner you hear quiet rustling of footsteps and the thump of a cane, a little wooden thunk. And a voice you have heard before, but now there is something to accompany. A sight of an aged tiefling woman. She's curled up, hunched. She has these pale, weathered red skin and sort of tattered silk. I'm gonna have you roll a perception check for me.
18.
Okay. On these tattered silk drapings across her as she slowly comes out, and your vision sort of adjusts, you see a faint pattern of what look like butterflies or moths of some kind embroidered into this clothing. And you see her curling horns that are sort of curled like rams have these colorful strings of beads, red, white, and blue, sort of hanging, adorning them. And in a raspy voice, she just, unperturbed by you, starts talking. This, dear wandering child, daughter of dust and shadow, born to infernal flame and plain grass, was the end of the other half of your beginning. You're on the right path, and the Forgotten Fortress awaits at the end. There, it is your job to set the wrongs right. You have to set the bound beast free to return to whence it came and put an end to this madness that poisons the land. Do you understand?
Kind of.
But you snap and your eyes wake up and you sort of come into your own. The cold of the mountain air hitting you, see Tekwani sort of weirdly sort of perk up at you. And it hits you what the face of the person you were fighting looks so familiar. Younger, but familiar. It was Hakim.
I fucking knew it.
But
Right.
you're able to finish your long rest?
So Hakim killed the Hashashin that had the eagle's feather, and they were infernal.
There were some sort of infernal markings or writings or clearly some sort of infernal influence on it.
And they were the other half of my beginning?
That's what the tiefling lady said.
Well, that's fucking crazy.
Hakim killed your daddy.
Possibly, yes. My dad that is no longer, like, was not a person in my life.
Yeah, possibly. I want you to know that this entire idea came from a roll. I made you roll sometime far back to see where I wanted to take this plotline. And yeah. That was you, by the way, as Hakim. You rolled, and I was like, let's see who killed Arian's father, and you rolled.
So my lineage is the Hashashins.
You figure if the riddle makes sense in that particular way, she didn't word it extremely difficult manner.
I have to
Yes.
let the beast free to cure the land of the poison, basically.
Set the bound beast free. Something about a forgotten fortress.
Fortress, set the bound beast free.
The rest of you wake up on the morning, ready to set off once again.
Now, is Afsoon Alisov still there?
Yes. He's just sleeping, lightly snoring. He didn't run away in the night, if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
I will start leading the way towards Isfahan.
Okay. Keep going on the road. It's a long journey, to be fair. You can all take your long rest. Did you like that, Booty? I just didn't leave your dead character dead.
No, I
Sorry.
did. I even I typed in
I
chat
saw.
jokingly. I typed Hakim, and then you said he slips in blood, and he stabs him, and I was like, "This is Hakim's backstory. This is legitimately how Hakim earned his freedom."
I read your backstory. The whole scar on the face thing too.
Hmm?
Kudos to me.
Yeah.
Okay. The day continues.
That was
Sun
really cool.
rises. Thanks. This is
I mean,
not near
everybody. Aryan is usually pretty quiet, but she's a little bit more like brows furrowed. She kind of puts her reins on her saddle and just rides like this.
Even Tekwani and Shubun seem to pick up and are visibly, like, checking in on you, sensing the shift in mood.
I think
She doesn't
Fenric
actually
might
tell anybody
notice
about
it.
the dream, unless she's asked.
Yeah, I think Fenric might notice it, but knowing your general vibe with Fenric being stay the hell away isn't gonna go over to you. I'll just keep an eye and just like if it looks like that she's gonna, I don't know, flip out or something gets worse, then you might do something then. But for now, just keep an eye out.
Horse lady,
Yes, Musa?
you seem different today.
I had an odd dream that I think was true.
Was it a dream about boobies? You should ask her.
Was it a dream about the red-breasted robin? It is my favorite bird.
No. No, it was not a dream about a robin.
There's also a good robin at the brothel in Isfahan, but she's the pig-breasted robin.
Right. Does she swing both ways?
I believe so.
Might have to spend a visit there.
But this dream, what was it about?
Well, I think it was a vision of how my father died. Father I didn't know that I had died.
And how did you feel?
That he died? Kind of happy, because he was a Hashashin.
How did he die?
Well, if the vision is to be believed, which I think it should be, our dead friend Hakim killed him.
This guy. And I'll pull out the little figurine of Musa, or of Hakim that I stole from Nikomund.
Yep, that would be the one.
And how do you feel about Hakim now?
How do you make a good therapist?
I miss him. He was a good friend.
Here, take it.
Thank you. Put it in my peg.
That just means that now you don't have to kill your daddy. That is good.
This is true. This is true. He also had a tattoo of the feather, so he's connected to whoever tried to kill my mother, but that was done after Hakim killed my dad. I think. Possibly.
That is,
Also, we need to go to a forgotten fortress and release a beast.
need to go.
What?
We need to go to a forgotten fortress and release a beast, and it'll cure the poison in the land, according to the dream. Which
And that means what?
I have no clue. Apparently,
Where
I'm on
is
the
this
right
fortress?
path. I don't know. It's forgotten.
And what beast?
What poison?
Bound beast. That's all I have. I don't know. I saw Hakeem kill the person that the lady said was my dad. Well, she didn't say it in those words. She said the other half of my beginning, which implies that it was my dad. And it was Hakeem. And how he got his scar. And he looked like a slave still. So that was a thing. And then she said something about poisoning in the land and that if we release the beast, then poison goes away.
Who said this?
The lady. I said the lady. She was... I'm pretty sure she was like,
You didn't mention the lady.
Did I not mention the
No.
lady?
No,
Well-
it was just Hakeem killed my dad. I don't miss my dad. Hakeem's cool. Oh, and by the way, we need to free the beast from a forgotten fortress or the poisons the land.
Well, she
Nothing
thinks
about
she
a
said-
lady telling you any of this.
She thinks she already told you about the lady.
You have voices that
I've
talk
seen,
to you
I've
too.
I've heard her before. She's calling me home.
You live in a fortress?
No, I think my people's home.
I thought you're from the steppes.
Yeah.
On my mother's side. I like.
So
point to
we're
my-
going to your father's home, which is the Hashashin.
Yes. And then we have to release the beast that is in the Forgotten Fortress. I have it on
Which
good
beast?
authority.
Maybe the Forgotten
know.
Fortress is your heart, and you are the
What-
beast, and you are poisoned by wanting your daddy in your life.
Oh
And
my
I
god,
didn't-
you're a genius.
I didn't want my
Wow.
daddy in my life.
And what's the good authority you have
Maybe.
it on?
You know what? I have an idea. Maybe the beast is a snake, and we can just release these pythons.
Those look more like rat snake. Very small.
Garter snakes. But you know what? It's not the power, it's how you use it.
Like when you climbed up the cliff, and then used it to get down to the bottom of the cliff very quickly. I like that.
Actually, that
But
did
I-
remind me why there are some of my order that decide they want to go down the more monastic line of training.
Does that
Would I?
Mayfly?
mean a lot of money?
Yes. Yes, there's a lot of money in what I do.
Well, you said money-tastic.
I did say money-tastic. Yes. You are absolutely right.
Why didn't you get into that line of work? Here you are trapezing around the mountains, fighting assassins. You could have money.
Because stabbing people is more fun?
Oh, good point.
Mm-hmm.
Would I
You and
know?
we think alike.
Would
Yes,
I have
Arian.
any idea who this lady was? Like,
Or could be.
or could be?
How about give me a general intelligence, or you can try a history. Or you want to argue for something else to try and pinpoint who she might be.
I mean, there's not really anything else that I could argue it for. We'll do
Eh,
history.
leaving the option open.
We'll do history. That would be a 20.
Oh. It's something about the structure of her face, her bones, and even the way her horns sort of curl, and the coloration of them. It's familiar. It's like when you look into the reflection on a clear pond to you. Again, not one-to-one. You do have certain aspects of your mother, but Also, it seems certain aspects from her.
Like ancestor type?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Probably not distant either. Not too
Probably
distant.
not too distant.
Mhm.
So like great
Grandmother,
grandparent.
great grandmother, or something of the sort. Yeah.
Well, shit.
Nikoman will ask Arion, is this lady in your dreams just like... And he's going to start to put his hands up, and he's going to look over at Efsoon, and he's going to... Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that.
If you want me to turn away, I can turn away. I am your humble servant, truly. You've saved my life. I can plug my ears too if you want.
Is she
Like
you?
me? Honestly, I think she's a grandmother or great-grandmother on the father's side. She looks very similar to the way I look when I look in a mirror.
Now, is this all a ruse? Because
Would
not
be.
often would releasing the beast be a good thing.
Unless it was a beast that was bound to the will of the Ashashin, and they're using it to poison the land. In which case, then releasing the beast means they no longer have the power of the beast.
Take a shot every time they say the beast.
You're the one that put it out there.
I know.
You can see the gears in Nikoman's head's going, and just a sprocket kicks off, and he's just like, I'm lost. I don't know.
Well, it seems you have more questions, and there's nothing to it but to keep walking. And you do. Another couple days pass. Increment. Roll me a perception check.
I'm going to use Lucky.
Okay.
It's an 11.
You're distracted, you're working on another carving. You take turns, like, riding your mounts here and there, and you're in a particularly rough spot trying to really focus, and then you hear a thunk and something hits you in the head. And then you hear the flutter of, like, wind moving. Hey, Nikoment. This is really fucking heavy. Grab the book. Take this book.
Here, I'll take it. I got it. What is it?
You see Puff sort of dissipates a little. Oh, do you know how hard it is to be corporeal and hold a tome like this? It's a book. It's a gift from the master. You've done good work.
So he's
It's a
giving
tome.
me
It
homework?
has... No. Well, a little. You do have to do some reading. It's more magic. You like more magic. You said you wanted access to magic that doesn't explode. Well, there is knowledge in this book.
Okay. Nikoman's just going to start flipping through the pages.
The book is in this very strange sort of leather that has been dyed a sort of blue. What looks like some sort of natural dye, you're not sure, and there's just sort of swirls and whirls. It looks very intricate. Leather book, but there's swirls sort of etched into it.
And very quickly, Nikoman gets carsick trying to read off the back of a horse.
Yeah.
Whoa. I'll get to that a little bit later. He puts it back in his big bag. Thank you, Puff. That I think is what I need. I think it'll help.
Well, there's only so much we can do, and he sort of pats your head right at the top of your head.
Now,
Don't
some
strain
point,
yourself.
am I going to get to meet the master? Find out why he's doing this to me?
So he sort of looks at you wide-eyed. You want to meet the master? What, stealing his power and all of his magics and his secrets not enough for you? Now you want to meet the guy? Oh my goodness. These warlocks, they just ask and ask and ask, and they give nothing in return, I tell you. Well, sure, you can meet him one day when you collect so many good deeds that you become a good person. You can learn the secret of the winds, and Master will shower you with gifts, and you can have a tea party together.
What's a warlock?
It's a you. You are a warlock. A warlock, a creature that makes a deal for power. All this magic that you can do. In exchange for certain things, it's a contract.
All right, I'm gonna hold you to that, Puff.
What are you gonna hold me to?
Meeting the master at some point.
At some point, sure. I don't know what all these humans are so fussed up about. And he just sort of disappears in another plume of smoke. The rest of you just saw Nikuman talking at thin air for a little bit of time. A book sort of hit him in the head out of nowhere.
Between
Correct.
Nikamunda and Musa, we're just kind of used to people talking to themselves.
I'm not talking to myself.
I wasn't actually talking to you.
I'm talking to Jim.
Hey, what up? Gimme. All right. You guys keep a walking and a talking, and you sort of pass through the mountains, heading back into. Let me pull up this map here.
Do I see any like hawks or eagles while we're on our travels?
You can keep an eye out, sure. You can roll a survival, not survival, perception.
Dirty 20.
You didn't notice when you were like in between crossing over some mountains over here, but you do notice them closer you get to this water source. You see this sort of big lake with some sort of hills built up around it, natural sort of collection point for water. And you do see buildings in the distance. And if you look at, you were given a sort of rough map of sorts. With the mountains in the distance, you know this is some sort of caravanserai, a little place for travelers on this very long road to sort of take a rest for a couple days, restock, resupply. It tends to be like a collection of travelers that come and go, and this semi-permanent building that's sort of stationed there. And you see it like a day or two away from you. But as for the eagles, none that approach close enough for you to sort of attract them in any way. Although, you do spot a few more in the distance as you approach this sort of town. Makes sense. They might be rats or other creatures that they can eat nearby there.
Any are close enough, I want to try and lure them to me to tame one.
Sure, I'll keep that in mind. The rest of you also spot this caravanserai, this shelter, approaching.
People. There are people coming.
Yes. We want to keep our cool.
I mean, are they coming towards us or are we going towards them?
You're going towards them. The caravanserai is a stationary building.
That's what I thought you said.
What I thought I said too.
I said what I said.
Well, you shouldn't have. So, do you guys want to head towards that or away from it and continue in isolation?
Well, we should probably resupply.
Yeah, I agree. New supplies would be good.
It is a good idea.
They might also have an idea of what's ahead of us, so.
True. All right. You guys head over that way. A couple more days pass. Just drag this timer so time passes. Yeah. Eventually, as you head sort of in between the two mountains, the air and the climate seems to get a bit deserty once again, where it would be greener closer towards like the water source. As you get closer to the caravanserai while traveling, you walk by these many, many hills. It's been sort of monotonous day after day. And,
Well, you'll
there's
see
this.
at night, you'll see Nikomund looking at his new book, reading through it, and practicing with his new cantrips. And he's not very good at first.
What do they look like?
Let me bring him up real quick. You'll see Nikomund kind of sit there really focused on the book. And then he's kind of reading it, tracing it out, and he's actually mouthing the words as he's reading it. Because he's not that smart, and he struggles to read sometimes. And he gets to a point where he goes, okay. And then he says a word. And to him, nothing happens, but he'll look up, and everyone will see his eyes are glowing. So he'll just look back down. He'll say the word again. And the campfire will go up higher for a second. And he goes, okay. And he'll just say another word this time. And as he says the word, loud, big loud sound goes out around the campfire. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this. And at one point, after reading another page, you see Nikomund points at a friend close by. And you see the magic go to that friend, but nothing happens. And he just keeps practicing.
Was it a silvery lance connecting your head to his?
It's a little cantrip. And then you lastly you see Nikomund. He's practicing with the last cantrip, and he takes out a little piece of copper, holds it up to his head, points at someone, and then he speaks a message to that person that's 5 feet away. And there's almost like an echo in their head as they're hearing it psychically as well. So, Nikomund playing with his new spells.
All right, perfect. You continue, and the closer you get to the caravanserai, you notice there's other travelers sort of keeping a polite distance, but they do wave and greet you, and they all seem to be sort of picking up pace as they get closer. Everybody looks eager for this little oasis of civilization after days of wandering alone. And at some point, that promise of rest, of rejuvenation, maybe sleeping in a bed, maybe getting warm food that's not cooked over a campfire. The winds sort of blow in towards you, carrying with them not just grains of sand, but at some point you pick up the smell of ash. And as you approach closer and closer, you see amidst the dunes splintered pieces of wood, along with other sort of rubble scattered all around. And then all at once, like a mirage appearing out of nowhere, you see from behind a particular hill, the caravanserai building emerges. But that tranquil, that peace you sought is marred. Violence, death, the scent of smoke lingering in the air, acrid in your nose. Clearly some sort of smoldering fire that has been doused not too long ago. Maybe a couple hours, maybe half a day, and the grounds are littered with bodies of the fallen. All of them wearing marks of a struggle. There's a couple of camels that sort of walk past you, heading back towards the dunes. And amongst them, you see survivors just quietly removing the deceased and piling them up for a proper burial. You see a sort of smaller woman just sort of sit there, shell-shocked, frozen, her gaze just looking upon a body. Once proud doors that would have welcomed a whole host of travelers. There are scars, elegant furnishings, burned, blackened, soot and ash. There is this big figure that catches your eye, rarely seen in these parts. An elephant, tough gray skin, lying on its side. Its giant, iconic tusks missing, ripped out from the bloody mess that was left behind. And the only noise that breaks the quiet, the eerie quiet that has fallen over this place, is the quiet shuffling of shoes. Those that are caring for the fallen. Not a whisper is spoken, and the hopes of those you see approaching near you all sort of carry this solemn silence with them as well. Just in quiet for the departed. It's oppressive. Just a mournful dirge ringing in your ears. You
Nikoman's
stand at the gates.
Nikoman's gonna go around to all the bodies of the dead people. Just double check that they're dead. And if not, he'll help them.
Are you using medicine or perception? What-
Medicine. I think medicine. I don't know. I don't know what my skills are yet. Offhand.
Let me just pull up your tokens and the party loot. For
Yeah.
everybody else to see.
Nikoman will use a lucky. And he'll just make a medicine check. Just running around just in case anyone was missed. And that's a natural 20 for 21.
Okay. How about this? We save what you see for when we come back, because you do spot something quite important. I'll tease it a little bit. How about that? There are... As you sort of approach the courtyard, in one of the doors or tapestries that have been pulled up to hide most of room, you spot a set of not just one, not just two, maybe three people that are quietly huddling in a corner. Rather short legs, you can almost see the knees through that gap in the tapestry. This person must be quite short, but their skin looks older. And we'll save the rest for when you come back after our little break. I think we should only take a couple minutes. Go to the washroom, grab a drink, get your energy up. For us to get down once again.
Yep, we'll be right back.
Fox, this is a thumbs up, by the way, in case you weren't
Okay,
looking.
thank you. I wasn't.
I'm good. We're good to go.
That's what a
all
thumbs
right.
up looks like, chat. What's this?
Just in case, you
The,
forget.
the part that you're missing is during the break, Fox came down with a case of imposter syndrome and was pretty much just repeating, "Am I doing good? Am I doing good? Am I doing good?" And Shock answered, and she's like, "As, are you having fun?" Gave a thumbs up. "As, are you having fun?" Thumbs up. Both times, she's not looking at the fucking camera. She can't see what I'm doing. But I'm giving her an answer. She's not listening.
Horrible.
It's I'm busy. Are you serious? Don't do that to me.
I mean, call me old school, but I think it's just polite to look at someone when you're talking to them.
Damn, he got you.
I just got. Just give me a second. I just need to make a couple notes right here. All good.
The DM's like, I
fine.
gotta target somebody with this 9th level spell.
I'm in danger.
Power word kill.
Goblin Tuesday said so bad that I keep on coming back. It's like watching a train wreck. You just can't help but keep watching.
I'll take it. Getting back to it. You spot these figures. What do you want to do?
These figures? What figures do we? Oh, the.
So I'm checking the bodies,
Mhm.
and then I see these people inside a building, or
Yes, they look alive. They're in the corner. Like if you go into the courtyard, there's like a tapestry hanging down a wall that sort of leads off into the right hallway.
like over here.
Mm-hmm. And you
They-
spot like there is a tapestry hanging in front, and they appear to be crouched down, seemingly alive. Quiet whispering.
And they're trying to hide, right?
Yes.
All right, Nikoman's gonna barge in past the tapestry. Just say, "Are you okay? You need medicine? Need healing? What's happening? What has happened?"
As you sort of step into the room, these three short stature people sort of turn to you, and you see childlike faces that don't exactly match the weathered skin that you see like in between when they move their hands a little bit. You see it on their arms and their legs, and they just sort of look at you with wide eyes quietly.
We ain't into nothing, mister. We're just trying to stay alive.
Stay alive from what?
The thing that killed everybody.
That's pretty ominous. This wasn't like a raid or something?
No. Well, if it was a raid, they would take stuff. They didn't take nothing. Just killed people. Searched their bodies, and then just left.
What did it was it a person that did this?
It was a group of people.
What kind of people?
Creatures too, masked figures. We couldn't see much.
Can I describe the mask of like the Hashashin? Be like, was it that kind of mask?
A little bit, yeah. How do you know that? You're not working with them, are you?
No. We hunt them.
Hunt them.
They're bad
Well,
people.
There's some people that were left alive, like us, hidden. We
Are
just
these-
want to get out of here.
Are these people Fenric size?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Nikoman's just gonna lean over his
Thank you
shoulder
for
and
the
go,
raid.
Fenric! Fenric!
Welcome on in. You guys came in just as we came back from a break, so nice
Yeah,
timing.
good timing. Speaking of good timing,
Yeah, if you actually look over your shoulder, you see Fenric is like looking around and taking things in, and as he snaps over his attention to you, it's like it's kind of like that little jerky, just like, huh? Pulled him out of a thought as he kind of almost like stutter steps a little bit over to you.
In
What
here.
is it? So, wander my way over.
As you sort of wander, there's a tingle in your eye, sense of magic. Not dangerous, sort of simple magic, one you're quite familiar with. That is sort of just hanging around these three clearly halfling-like figures, or children. Could go either way.
Okay, so walk in and then just look over and. How did you survive? Are you okay? Are you wounded? Do you need help? Or...
You see there's like three sets of eyes
And-
that are just looking at you, wide-eyed.
And
It cannot be. Who are you? Speak plain.
well, I'm Fenric, a merchant by trade.
And you're clearly not disguised in
you're-
any sort of way, right?
I mean, all I have is my usual mask.
And you see, between one blink and the next, there's like a soft sort of mirage falling off the faces of these three as the figure in the middle sort of waves his hand. And there are three very familiar faces staring right back at you. And you just sort of feel this drip of emotion in your heart. As, like, for the second time in a couple of days, familiar faces from a bad time in your life stare back at you. Starting with Calda. What sort of emotions come in as you see she's clearly in a protective sort of stance? Calda Thornhill standing in front of two other gnomish halfling figures.
It would be. I mean, this is the second time he's thrown for a loop. As first of all, he saw a random face from the past that was really traumatic, but now it's what? Now it's your. How are you here? Are you? It's like, how are you okay? It's what thoughts are going in every direction at once, and he can't grab a single one to like vocalize it as he just stops. His jaw hits the floor.
There is
And,
this sort of
just-
brown-haired woman's face sort of looking at you, still suspiciously as compared to the other two, as she's sort of sizing you and everybody else around you up, these intimidating tall figures. Some of them decked out in weapons and such.
Is this your family?
It's gonna be as if he didn't hear you, as like I'm stopped there for a moment, and then I just kind of like just bolt past everybody to grab all of them that I can possibly reach from my little arms and just hold everybody tight.
Calda sort of has this disgusted immediate reaction on her face as you do that, although she just sort of stands there. But the other two figures, there is one more older gnome with sort of a white turban, weathered face, familiar. He has these small but very well-made jewelry that he is wearing, some of them hidden within his robes. Only a few simple pieces on display on his fingers. And a sort of very nice cut gem on his turban. And it's your father, Hendrik, who looks a little bit like this for the chat. His snow white beard, his face a little bit more lined, a little bit more weathered than you last remember. His back a little bit more hunched. And right behind him, just as eager to hug you back is the face of your mother, Maris Luminarch. Her hair also sort of snow white. Her clothes are a little bit more blue, a little bit on the finer side, and she has this unbelieving, heartbreaking expression in her face as she just sort of clutches at you and just holds your face in her hands and says, "Tell me this is not a trick. Is it really you, Fenric?"
It's not a trick, and I would think that you would be the trick. Why are you here? How? Where's? Are you okay? How have you been? And I have a million questions.
You see, sort of, your mother and father both have these sort of tears in their eyes, and there's joy, there's heartbreak, but there's also a guilty look, sort of empty space that they seem to look towards. "We should talk. Come in, we will find a place. Your friends are welcome too, if they are... Come, please. Come in."
And I'm just gonna follow them wherever they're leading me at the moment, because it's he's too shell shocked to really do much else. He'll just kind of give a passing wave to the general group behind, and if you guys are gonna come, cool. If not, he's going.
What are the rest of you doing?
Nikuman's gonna grab Efsoon, and he's gonna go back to checking the dead bodies just to make sure someone alive didn't get missed. And he's gonna leave Fenric to his meeting.
Efsoon will go with you willingly, help you out. There's a couple of more injured people that you do find hiding under other bodies, or like just on the edge of life, that you sort of rescue 2 or 3. Actually, no, roll a d10 for me. We'll see how many people you can save or tend to in this time. A good number. You find sort of 8 survivors scattered not just on this floor, but sometimes in the upper parts of the buildings, in the rooms. Some of them have locked, barricaded themselves in somehow successfully.
And Nikuman will use his medicine check, and he'll burn all of his luckies unless it's absolutely dire to save a person. Then he'll try and hide the magic to save them, but he will use magic.
With a 21 advantage, just give me a general sleight of hand if you're trying to be subtle about it.
Only if it's absolutely dire.
I would say there's like 1 or 2 people that are clinging barely on by a thread amongst those that you find. People of all sorts. Clearly these are travelers that have been attacked here in this caravanserai. 19. You do a fairly decent job, and you see Efsoon sort of bumbles in when needed. He's quite good at picking up cues, and he lends that extra hand for you to be subtle about it. The rest of you, you're following, staying outside, giving them space. What you guys do?
I would be scooting around, looting bodies when I can, and just hovering around to figure out where these people are getting buried. Dead can't take their stuff with them.
Sleight of hand? Or stealth or perception?
Sleight of hand or stealth or perception.
All 3.
If you want.
That is a nat 20 for a 25 on sleight of hand.
This is a fucking gold mine for you here, traveling people. They carry all their most prized possessions with them, and their bodies are just lying there, and there's so many that are being overlooked. These other people are shell-shocked and busy. It's go time. You and Jim sitting on your shoulder are ecstatic, and you are in your element. There is a grave on the outside of the caravanserai, a slight distance away, where they're burying them in the sand and the dirt. That you notice, and go ahead and roll 3d12.
3d12. Nice. 8.
Okay. You find, in odds and ends, about 8 gold pieces worth of loot. And that's just within the entrance to this courtyard so far, in a couple of minutes. As you're sort of picking through the people with your sleight of hand check, you notice that these killed people, their pockets and their clothes are sort of ruffled in a way that you're used to. You've seen many people pick through dead people's clothes and stuff. You know what it looks like when their innermost pockets are like sort of exposed, but their valuables aren't taken. It's so wasteful to you.
It is such a shame, Jim. Such a shame.
Well, luckier for us, I say. Quick, those ones aren't looking. We better search the rooms. Maybe there's locked chests. Oh my god, Musa. It's a gold mine.
We are going to search everywhere, my friend.
Let's go. Hey, do you think we should care about your friend and his crying things? No. No?
I've had enough touchy-feely moments.
I know, they're so emotional.
At least Ball
Quick,
Lady,
quick,
she
quick.
has...
Check his pockets.
Okay,
He looks rich.
check that guy's
What about the bold
pockets.
lady?
I was just going to say, at least she has dead family. That makes her interesting.
This one has living family. Boring.
Oh, it's a family. That's annoying. People to talk
I
to?
want the family.
We're family.
Do I have a family? You're my family? Now grab that pearl necklace.
Okay.
It's very valuable.
I'll go with
Uh,
Fenric.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say Derek's watching Nikomund and Moose just run off, and he's like, "Okay, bye.
They're
Where are
adult.
you going, Derek?
I'll go in with Fenric."
Okay. Nikomund, you see, is clearly like helping injured people over time. You can see through the windows in the courtyard. Musa just sort of
I'm helping
everywhere.
myself to people.
That
doesn't sound good.
Only if you put it that way, buddy. Only if you put it that way. Yes. You see your parents sort of don't let go of your hands, Fenric, as they sit down. They scramble together some corner where there's cushions and a table. And from somewhere, your mother produces not the best tea, but somehow she's procured like 3 or 4 glasses, chipped and like all out of sorts that are matching, but tea nonetheless. In fact, she invites the other 2 as well, and finds mugs or goblets from somewhere and makes very simple tea for everybody. You have questions. Ask, my son.
Of course. And I'll look around. Where's
What
Sophie?
happened to your face? Ah, yes. There's a immediate dip in the mood. Kalja looks angry, and the other 2 heartbroken. She was taken, Fenric. Your mother finally says.
Taken?
Not today, but the creatures, people, barely, that hunt us. They took her back home. That was where we last saw her. Not long after we lost you. We lost Selby. I can feel that she's not dead. I would know if she was, but she's nowhere I can reach. Oh, Fenric, she's probably scared.
She was always strong. Besides, you know the stuff that kind of things about her. I think she'll be okay. If anything, She'll be giving the ones who took her of hell.
Oh, that certainly. She is my daughter, your father says gruffly. That would be the least she would do. But yes, we barely escaped Goldrift Haven ourselves. It was actually thanks to Calda's help. I know the two of you didn't always see eye to eye, but her contacts, they helped us escape the city, helped us keep moving to avoid detection. No matter where we went, they would always find us eventually. So, after a few weeks, we just decided to not put down roots, just travel.
Decided to do something similar. Became a simple trader to survive, move. The escaping Goldrift was, you know how it is. But
It was hell.
But it gave me advantages in a way. During the day,
Yes. I meant to ask.
I'll go ahead
and
pull off the half mask and feel my glowing eye in all its glory. The crystalline energy running through my face.
Really?
There was when there was an explosion and a part of it landed in my face, but I don't know, when it did, it didn't kill me. Obviously, I'm still here, and
For that I am more grateful than you will ever know, my boy.
yes, and whatever it is potently magical, but it's damaged or shattered. I don't know what it is, but it gave me abilities. I can use like Aib, and then I'll just use minor illusion to make a little picture of Selby in my hand.
You see your mom just sort of
And then-
captivated by it, and your dad just puts a hand on your shoulder.
You always had talent.
I am glad to see that you have made something of the hardship that has come your way. And I am sorry. I should have protected you. Selby a little bit better. Sorry I couldn't.
It's not your fault. How could you have known? It is slightly difficult to fight falling, burning debris. It doesn't
Just
really
a little
matter about what cares whenever it gets on the move. But no, I just squeeze their hands and both of mine. I don't have the words. I'm so glad to have found you. I didn't know if any of you were alive. I didn't know how many people actually got out. For all I knew, I was the only survivor.
Barely a handful. Aye, not many people left. That was... You see, Calder finally speaks up. It was bad. Of course you survived.
Well, it's no surprise seeing you either. You always knew how to get your way around.
Obviously. I was more talented.
Well, we can leave that for another discussion. But how are you with my parents?
They are perfectly lovely people. Even a bit emotional on days. Can't blame them. Suppose that happens when you get old. And they're skilled. Earned their keep.
Well, of course they are. We had a very successful shop.
Yes, I'm aware. And who are these strangers that you travel with? Trustworthy?
Enough.
They certainly don't look it. You see, short of giving you the stink eye.
Cut to Musa outside, like deep in somebody's pockets. This is the greatest
Just
job
like-
ever.
I just like, hold on, there's something stuck in here. Ripping
Wonder
out.
if he
Si-
swallowed
since-
something.
Since Musa felt the need to add his little input there, I have to ask: is he checking the prison pocket?
In the
How
desert.
how dedicated is Musa to finding trinkets and valuables?
I think Musa would know enough to like push on their stomach and their throat to see if there's anything like hard protruding, but no, he's not gonna take a dead body, flip it upside down, spread the cheeks, and just go dumpster diving.
No. Why must you derail my campaign when we're having a lovely moment?
A simple yes or no would have sufficed.
He's looking for the old faithful of gold.
I don't want to know. I truly do not. I just don't. Goblin, you feel my pain, right? I put all this work, all this, and just prison pocket jokes. What are you doing, Aryun and Derek?
I'm just kind of observing.
Mhm.
There if I need to be supportive.
Gotcha. Do you want to make any insight checks to sort of see if you can, like, besides clearly the parents, do you want to sort of eye who this other person seems to be, or see anything else that you might pick up?
Sure.
Both
Why
of you
not?
are welcome to do so.
Derek, I'd say, is more like he sees that how Fenric's taken all this, and if there's more to be had there, it's none of his concern.
I love that. Okay.
He doesn't pry unless he needs to. This is not something he
True.
needs to pry into.
Valid, I guess. Yeah. You see Calda sort of looking up at the two of you, eyeing you up and down. So you fight or something?
Yeah.
Or something.
Looks back. What do you guys want to do?
I think Musa would, after a while, get just a curious vibe of like, what's everybody else up to? I should probably check in. Derek gets grumpy if I don't check in. And then he's going to
Yeah.
go wander back that way. And as he walks into the room, not very charismatic, but slightly insightful. I think he would pick up on the energy in here is just kind of weird. And he's like, what? Did somebody die or something?
You see the mom, the older lady, sort of turns away, holding her cup of tea and starts shaking. You see
Fenric
Calda sort of
is-
glares at you.
Yeah, Fenric just turns and gives you a full death glare as I'm about to like, what do I got? What do I got? Like you see my hands going into another familiar motion as I'm about to hit you with a magneto bolt and knock you on your ass.
Oh, I think somebody actually died. Take it back, quick, take it back.
Have I ever told you about the time that I was gambling in the steppes?
No, but if you make more snide comments like that one, it won't be good.
What does snide mean?
Don't be a
You see
dick.
this old man just sort of brushes his beard and he says,
Mean spirited.
Oh, I wasn't trying to be mean. I was curious. Everybody seems so sad.
Have a seat, young man.
Moose will take a seat.
and have some tea. And he gives you a cold cup of tea.
Cold, dirty leaf water. Thank you.
You are welcome. And
Now-
as a matter of fact, his sister is missing.
Oh, shit.
You come in.
When Nikoman's out and about, collecting people, healing them, trying to make sure everyone that can survive, that can possibly survive, does he see someone who's kind of in charge, someone who's doing this as well? Um,
Insight? Perception?
I think Nikoman will roll insight.
Go ahead.
It's a 17.
You do pick up, it's not so much as one person. It's just the natural sort of shell-shocked people who have lived through some traumatic experience, and the first thing that they collected, like the few remaining survivors, like 2 or 3 people are sort of leading everybody, and there is sort of an older priestly-looking fellow that's sort of muttering from a little weathered book of rites over the dead bodies that they have managed to collect outside near the cemetery. And you figure, old man, couple of younger folk around him, he's probably closest thing they've got to a wise figure.
Okay, Nikoman's seen that, but still in the process of trying to save people. We'll go, old man. In a bit, once we've saved some more people, my friends will need to speak to you.
Yes, of course. I live to serve. What do you wish to speak of? Here, tie it this way.
And he sort of, with slightly shaking hands, sort of teaches you how to tie a better, more sturdy knot on the wound that you're binding at the moment. I'd say soon enough you're able to help as many people as you can, and he sort of brings you to a bench.
Well, we need to know what happened here and who did it, where they headed, and if we could go speak to my friends as well at the same time, that'll help me in not having to repeat your words wrongly later, you know.
Very well. I shall wait here. Call for me when you are done. I seek some peace and quiet for my own mind.
Oh, I was going to take you to them, but I'll bring them to you. That's easy enough.
That would be preferred.
Got it. And Nikoman and Efsoon will go back to where everyone else is, but he'll stay on the outside and he'll kind of like lean his head in to see when they're finished or ready to move on.
Okay. Fenric, anything else you want to ask or talk about at the current moment, or is there
Oh,
something you wanna do?
I could ramble, but I don't want to keep everybody here.
I think if there's ever a time to
There's-
ramble,
You said your sister is missing. What happened?
Yes, what happened was my village was destroyed.
How long ago?
Few years now.
Where?
It is it was called Gold Rift Haven. It was a little place, but it was a few years ago, as I said, and it was how I got this and how I can do the tricks I do. But these are my parents, so if you are rude, I won't tolerate. Not now, not. But enough of that, and then I'll look over at my at mom and just how did you two survive? You said you traveled, you always hid, and for me I used what tricks I learned and knew and eventually figured out to try to do it in plain sight, so to speak.
Subtlety was never
figuring
your
out-
strong suit, my boy. But your mother has a knack for it, as it were. It was scavenging, hiding with friends and other communities that we knew of from trading in such, Kolda especially. She traveled in and out of Goldrift quite frequently. Goldrift was at one point located southwest of Baghdad, far away enough to not attract attention. Eventually, I guess even that wasn't far enough. It was a village of people like us. See, the old man is sort of telling the story with a cup of tea in his hand, brushing his beard. An entire village of people who didn't have to hide of who they were.
I think now is when it clicks for Musa that Fenric and all of these people aren't just short. And he looks at Fenric's parents, and then takes off his turban to reveal the pointed ears.
Ah, you are young indeed, then. An elf. I have not seen one in, well, quite some time, at least that I knew of.
Also, I don't think it's come up in chat, but basically Musa is like 15 in the equivalent of human years.
Yep.
He just
He's a young'un.
built different.
I mean, he had to mature early for shit that he's been through.
Who
slamming
attacked
those
your
protein
village?
shakes.
Pardon.
Who
Speak up,
attacked
boy.
your village?
We didn't see much. Fire. They're what it looks like a mercenary band. Raiding and destroying humans. They would look for any excuse to destroy that which is different, that which is precious.
And Goldrift Haven was that. And more.
Where were you two heading?
Nowhere in particular. Here and there. This caravanserai was a welcome shelter for 2 weeks. We were going to leave soon, but this happened. Cannot tell if it was bad luck or if they found us.
I don't know if it was bad luck. Well, possibly worse luck than just bad luck. The other day,
Oh, Fenric, it was
I don't know
brutal.
if it was like last time, and all evidence points to it.
That
Of course
man,
it was.
that beast, he used no weapons.
Just bad. We saw him. But more than saw. He threw him off a cliff.
And you lived? You must be blessed.
It was a short cliff.
It was
But-
not. He felt like a rock.
But-
Then he made a weird noise. It was like,
Yes, well, when you get the air knocked out of you, boy. It really deflates you.
Yeah, this area is not safe. We met him not far. Fortunately, he got away. Oh, how long has it been?
Since when?
Is this a couple days or?
I'd say it's been about a week, approaching like 8 days since your confrontation with the Hellhound.
So I have my arm is the important
Yes,
point.
yes, you do.
And it's been like a couple, like not even a full day since this place was attacked.
Yep. So, putting two and two together, even with your base intelligence, he might have moved alongside you, just a little bit ahead of you. Which is weird since he didn't, at least no mounts that you saw. Maybe he rode the vultures, or.
Well, we saw the weird way he moved. But
So wait,
don't
did
know.
did he help sack this place too?
Yes, beastly man. Dressed in not much.
And that's why I said it wasn't a fucking victory.
So I think it was the same one who attacked our village. This place isn't safe. Where is?
Is there anywhere that is? Exactly.
But
No.
knowing that he's around, and honestly, I didn't remember him until I saw him again. The events of Goldrift are fragmented. I don't remember all of it, especially after getting hit in the face with a chunk of flying debris.
Oh, yes, that would affect memory at the very least. I'm glad that this affected nothing else.
Well, other than the obvious, my handsome good looks remain intact.
Well, you get that from me, my boy.
But we were heading to Isfahan. We've actually been, I guess, dealing with assassins, the Hashashin. They've
You have been
been,
dealing with them.
well, I was heading to Samarkand. Just another stop on the next place to go, I guess. Just heading there to make some trade. Got wound up in a magical moth-filled plague. And then sticking with this group of people. Though he
So
is,
that is how you met. A plague. Well, I suppose.
we all happen to be in the same caravan. But all had our own business in Samarkand. Found our way inside together.
I have been amiss of my manners. You see, the old man sort of puts his walking stick and straightens just a little bit. They know me as Hendrik Luminarch. Might I have your names? And he sort of extends his tiny little hand towards all of you individually to sort of respectfully shake.
And shake. I am Aryan Shara of Clan Batar.
Well met, Aryun.
You can call me Derek.
Well met, friend Derek.
I am Musabi. I killed people, mostly assassins.
Ah, it is a dangerous world, my boy. It saddens my heart that you have to be so young and kill.
I've killed a lot.
It appears not to bother you. I suppose it could be worse. But you are not plagued by the killing, but by something else. There's almost a twinkle in this old man's eyes. He just sort of looks at you. There's a burden on your shoulders. Yes. He just sort of pats your hand. Well met, Usabi. There was another one I saw with you. with the beard and the red sack.
I'm not touching that one.
You sure?
Yep. I'm a
My
changed
cat's under-
person.
Where did he go?
Nikuman's just outside waiting for everyone to be finished.
Ah, he is there. Come. We have not greeted one another. You are a friend to Fenric, yes? Come.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, I've been... It'll reach a hand out and it'll realize it's covered in blood. And I'll just kind of wipe his hands and then just kind of wave.
He just sort of waves back at you. Hendrik, Dominarch, father
Nikuman. The Red.
Ah, very nice to meet you, Mr. the Red. That is my wife, Maris, and called at Thornhill, a friend of the family.
So, I talked to the head priest here. He's gonna tell us what was going on. What happened.
Ah, yes. We can help fill in the gaps of what we have seen if you want to invite him. He is no stranger. We have talked often.
Should I tell him the Luminarchs want to talk to him?
Just tell him Hendrik wants to play a game. Like old friends.
Alright, Afsoon, could you go grab the priest?
I got it,
Tell him-
I got it. And he just sort of runs off.
You like to play games.
I'd like to test my skills, yes.
What kind of game? Which one's your favorite?
I've played games on the board, games of cards. Whatever keeps my sanity spry, as it were. And don't let Maris's good smile fool you. She's a card shark, that one.
Do you have any on you right now? Particular games? Maybe a game piece of some kind?
You trying to be subtle about it?
I don't think Musa has a subtle bone in his body.
That's true. That's true. Let me just roll something here. Natural 20. How interesting. You see, he just sort of looks at you, peering through you. This old man, there's something about him. He knows way too much that he's not letting on. And Fenric, maybe he's not seeing it, but Jim's whispering in your ear, and you certainly see something.
I try not to carry any game pieces. I usually carry cards. Much easier to travel with lighter. But you would not be the first to search for such things. Why do you look?
We were supposed to protect the guy that carried chess pieces, but he's dead.
What does he speak of, my boy?
It's funny because I've figured this out, but I don't know if Fenric knows.
Al-Himwari? What was his name? He's one of those,
A satrap. You have seen them then.
that's the word.
Oh, come on.
You're here, buddy.
All right. Come on, internet.
Yes.
Just another.
I know of them. Goldrift Haven had a better connection to them than most. You did not know of this, Fenric. The elders did. Magic, it was not so rare where we are. Spent time entertaining several of them. And that man, that beast, and his horde of savages that came through here, I believe they were looking for the same thing, raffling with the pockets of the dead, like some ruffian.
Yeah, this is a terrible thing.
Nikuman will just in the back go, oh, I get it. Musa, did you find any game pieces while you were doing your thing?
No. I found nothing. Well, I looked for clues.
Deception check.
Oh boy.
Just for everybody to know just how bad you are at that.
That is a 5 minus 1 for a 4.
You see everybody
let me
just sort
know.
of has this disbelieving look on their face.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, just narrowed
I
my
got a
eye a
4.
little bit more and just.
Arian, clearly he was helping. I mean, he was walking around with people.
Well, meets it beats it. I do know he's lying. I just don't really care.
To be fair, when has he ever told the truth?
Yeah.
He tells the truth. He just also, when he lies, it's very obvious.
For craps and giggles, I got a 22 on my insight.
You can see his
Yeah,
pockets
I know.
jangling with gold.
I don't even roll a dice, and I got a 15. So
No, it's like I
Yeah.
can't roll under a 6, which is a lot less than yours, so I can't fail his 4, but I rolled.
You see your mother sort of side eyes you. You keep interesting company, son. An eclectic mix, to be sure.
I'm just looking at this one. This one's
So-
new.
I am new, and that's why I have questions.
So, Mr. Luminarch, you knew of them. Were there any of them here?
Not that I knew of. They are usually hidden, especially now.
Next question. Is there a secret code phrase to get to know them? Because like I was so freaking obvious that I was trying to talk to this one guy and he never even told us. And then he died because he didn't tell us.
Subtlety.
Stupidity.
It is-
You keep saying
Well.
subtlety. Is that what I'm drinking?
No, that would be black tea, but subtlety is a more careful blend. Easy to miss to the careless eye. Trap tends to be. They have spent many years learning magics. Some can read minds, some cannot. It might have been poor luck that the satrap you tried to protect did not reveal his identity to you, or perhaps he believed he did, and it is simply that he did not realize
Just how much you could help him.
Either way, it is unfortunate, but perhaps requesting a game or telling them of your favorite game. In cases of this, they tend to like these satraps. They tend to like their magic. Hidden magic, yes. And things that test your knowledge. Games of all sorts around the world, perhaps introducing them to a game from wherever you are from would catch the attention of a satrap. It is not a definitive secret code phrase that every single one of them knows, because that would be extremely unsubtle.
I think your friend is about to get here, but could you later tell us all the ones you know or knew, where they're from? Because Derek, these assassins are gunning for them intentionally. They're going right for them in particular, right?
everything that we've seen says yes.
So if we run across any that you know, us knowing, and then them knowing that we know will make things so much easier.
Hmm.
You know?
I will try to teach you what I know.
Okay.
You continue to have more discussions. Is there anything specific you want to bring up? Any of you?
No, just wait till the priest gets there for Nikamund.
I would
Mhm.
definitely ask if they know of anyone in Isfahan with connections to the satraps.
Not off the top of their head. You see Kolda and the Luminarch sort of offer to join your journey if you so desire, if you think that would be safer to have them by your side, or if you want to send them off. It's a thing that they open up discussion for. Saying that with a little bit of time, they could try and figure out the right connections. It would not be a fast by any means. It would take like at least a certain amount of time for them to work their particular subtle charm.
Fenric, we're going right into the tiger's den. We know exactly where they are. I don't know if it'd be wise to take him with us, and Nikamund's going to say that kind of secretly off
Yeah.
to the side.
Yes, I know we are heading to Isfahan. The Ashashin are also heading, but what wouldn't? And they've already killed my village. This beast, this hellhound, whatever it is. If he came after us. The only reason why I can think of is me. And if he came after this place, and the only reason he didn't find them is because they hate him. If there was not a satrap or someone of that nature here, my guess is they were looking for my father and my mother. Because, as he's already mentioned, they know the satraps, at least a while ago. So they'd had information. I don't want to bring them into danger, but I don't know where I could send them. I don't have a home. I don't have a place.
The question you need to be looking at is, are they safer with or without us? We are like Nikamon said, we're going straight at the lion's teeth. But they've got reach beyond just what we're focused on. So if they're not with us, aren't they actually any safer? The only reason they survived here is because they hid. What's to say next time they're able to hide? The other
That's
side of
my
that,
thought.
we go into Isfahan to kick over a hornet's nest.
It could turn out just like Murph.
There's no good answer.
It's your answer.
For what it's worth, Fenric, I would not be parted from you. Not so soon. But if I must, I will.
Of course not. Reach out and I'll hold her hand tight, give it a squeeze. Because I don't want to bring you into danger, but danger seems to be trying to find us.
Oh,
And
Fenric, we were
and this-
always in danger once the rift was burned down. The world is dangerous, but we protect each other.
Like I said, I can't think of anywhere to send you. I don't have friends to to shelter. I don't have contacts of that nature. I've lived much as you have. I've traveled and not set roots anywhere. Right now I have a camel and a cart, and that's the most I've had since the rift.
Wait, what rift?
Gold Rift Haven. The locals called it just the Rift for short.
Okay.
So to me, it sounds like they've already made up their mind. They're coming with us.
Yes.
The one benefit we're gonna have
And
in Isfahan is that there are people that we could hire. You want extra protection around your parents? At least we can pay for services.
Yes, so you can-
I wouldn't go so far as loyalty, but you can. If you give people enough money, they will at least make a show of trying to stop them from dying.
I wouldn't
even
count
use
this
real money
out
for that.
just yet. Some of us can take care of ourselves. Calder sort of speaks up from where she has been quiet for most of the conversation.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give you like a kind of like a knowing grin and just say, we may be small, but that doesn't mean we are without our tricks. You know mine. Guess it. I learned them from somewhere. And I just, just give her like a wry grin looking at my dad. No, we aren't completely Yes, I'd love to take you in. I can even give you some shade on the road. It's not much, but
That poor camel's back. It's the halfling that finally's gonna break it.
There is
I mean, you weigh
a
about the same as a straw, right?
there is a mule that is just carrying stuff.
there's yeah,
Yeah, but he said
we
they're
can
gonna
have-
ride with him. So now you've got the wizard,
Awesome.
which I assume can just go on the mule, and 4 halflings. You know what? Never mind. 4 halflings equals 1 person. Camel's fine.
Yeah.
No,
No, it's
2 halflings
Maybe
equal 1
people.
person. Obviously. This man can't do
Yeah,
that.
half. That's math, Donnie.
Duh.
I never said I was good at math.
exactly. He's not a merchant or he
Nikuman will
stabs
try and
people for
Nikuman will try and find like a wash tub or a basin and try and clean up before the priest gets here.
And soon after, the priest sort of quietly shuffles in at a good timing.
Ah, Hendrik, you have requested my company. Let us speak then.
Do you like
What
games?
do you wish to? Not particularly. I prefer reading.
Okay.
I'm gonna look right at Derek and just shake my head no, and then sit quietly some more.
And like with that head shake, there's just like
Oh, goodness. Well, the priest is here to answer any questions if you have them.
So what happened? We know someone came and attacked, but could you tell us as to why? Is he looking for something?
None that we could tell. From what I saw, they came, started a fire, that started a panic. And as everyone tried to rush out of the few exits there are in this place, they slaughtered them. With bare hands, sticks, clubs. No sophisticated weaponry, no swords, no daggers, just brute force. That magnificent creature, he points to the elephant lying dead in the courtyard. It was like he was hunting for sport or bloodlust. It was inhuman.
How many of them
It
were
was
there?
That was my next question.
I could not tell you. 8, 10 maybe? From what I saw, but it was chaos.
Did you see which direction they came from or which direction they went to?
Oh, it was the middle of the night. Most of us were sleeping.
It was just these people? Did they have any beasts with them? Birds?
Yes,
Strange,
there was
strange hounds?
no birds that I saw, but there had been days prior where we had heard strange wolves howling nearby.
So you think he, turning to the rest of the party, so you think he has more hounds? How do you think he gets them?
Well, I don't know, but we know they're not natural. And also, he's not alone, which is what scares me more.
Of course he's not
I had
alone.
thought... No, I had thought him more unique or some hope, not a bunch of them. If there are a number of these people, they're just as tough as the men we fought. And I'm just gonna like fall silent and start thinking pensively, just concern written all over Fenric's face.
When it comes to the amount of animals he has, he either has a menagerie or he has the ability to summon. For how many people there are, he's Hashashin. Of course, there's more than just him.
When Nikomund and I were while I was rummaging through bodies and Nikomund was helping people, the like types of injuries that we saw, a lot of it was like that group of 8 to 10 other people, and it's just like blunt weapons and things. But then the priest specifically described the Hellhound as hunting the elephant for sport. Am I picking that up?
Hellhound, the Hellhound of Zagros.
Right.
man.
The guy was hunting
Yes.
It
Elephant
seemed like
for
he was
sport.
hunting the elephants for sport.
Mhm.
Would it then be reasonable for either Nikomund or I to learn anything about the capabilities of the other people that were fighting along Hellhound to see if they are... Because, like, that's two very different types of... Like, just a broad chaotic ambush of people at night, you could do a lot of damage with 9-10 guys, but somebody to take out an elephant on their own, that's a whole nother level. Do we understand from what we saw out there, Nikomund and I, that there is any difference in ability there?
Investigation check for me. You can do it with advantage. You have both time and people to ask for help from on the side.
18. Also with the grave digger or grave robber, I could spend a long rest doing an autopsy on the body to learn more about the details of its death.
That would certainly help.
Okay. I gotta spend 50 gold to do it, but I will definitely do that then as well.
Yeah.
If that gets me anything more.
You would have had to buy specialty tools, especially if you're going to use it on, like, an elephant-sized carcass and multiple bodies. You would use, like, supplies and such.
Okay. How much?
Your 50 gold, that's the cost.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep. Spent.
Yeah. So you take a couple hours, you're clearly spending the night here, and you find out a little bit more about... So you want to know about what the Hellhound can do, or just what the people,
Thanks for the hydrate.
the minions
We
can
already know, like, I'm already familiar with the Hellhound. I want to know the people that he was traveling with, the, like, group that were with clubs and simple weapons and things, trying to learn more about their capability.
Okay. From what you understand, they were capable enough of some degree of subtlety. Using the fire as a distraction was a smart move on their part to cover, even if when they entered, if they weren't stealthy or whatever shortcomings they might have had, the emergency of the fire would have immediately saved their asses. This is a familiar tactic to you, Fenric, because that's exactly what they did at Goldrift Haven. As for their capabilities, lots of blunt weapon trauma, and the size of these weapons in the general field, clubs, like staves, and the sword, they seemed to avoid any sort of specialized weaponry, so they probably maybe not trained in that, but the strength behind these weapons, they have the know-how to wield them and the brute force to deal with them. None of the other people noticed any sort of markings on them, the little bits of skin they might have exposed as they were sort of, as they worked. They give you reports of them just being mercenary types, like hooligans, like straight up
Right.
hunting and beating people up for sport. No signs of magic that you pick up from the stories that you piece together and the other bodies. It just seemed like
So looking at the scene, then it would be reasonable to make the assumption that these guys, while capable with weapons, aren't on that netherworldly level of the Hellhound.
yeah, no, they're not.
Okay.
Um,
I don't...
At the start, you said they were wearing assassin's masks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but
But
they weren't.
the way that they work does not speak of any assassin work that you have seen
That was
as
my
of
next
yet.
question.
After
So
the long
possibilities
rest,
would be they just wear the masks, they're just mercenaries, or they have brutes as part of their collective. Any other questions or clarifications? Ariane, you got anything?
I'm kind of eyeing the chick up to see if she actually is capable of handling herself.
Damn. At least give her a dinner first.
No, not in that respect.
I know.
Mostly,
But
she
also
wants
in that
to-
respect now.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah. The tiny little morsel.
Calder, you notice she has a lithe build. Definitely, she's more a traveler type. She has that sort of well-fed look to her, even though she is well-traveled. There is that faint glimmer of magic around her that seems to hang around all three of these halflings that you're looking at. Around Calder, you do notice that she has this bandolier. She has crossbow at her back, very well kept, weathered but well kept. You figure she seems proficient enough with given how much care is given to it. And on her are these vials of various different types of liquids that you can't quite put a finger on, but with the way that she stores them, there are certain types like stored everywhere, and you notice there's like a small knife hidden in her boot. She's certainly capable of some degree of fighting. She's not completely unknown. Probably not at your level, but
Yeah, because
to
if we're
handle
traveling
run-of-the-mill
together,
bandits, yeah, she could probably take them on.
yeah, if we're traveling together, Arian, I think, wants to train her.
I think she would probably be happy with that. But you'll have to ask.
Some of that special night type.
Nikoman will ask the old man if there are any horses or camels that are masterless now.
There were some that disappeared a few hours ago into the desert, but they can't have wandered too far. We can try and locate them.
We'll buy one or two for our party. We're gonna need more.
A proper caravan, eh? Yes,
Yeah,
we can.
Oysters Road caravan.
The Oasis are an interesting name. Orcs. Fearsome.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it
still
has been
don't
a
like
long
it.
day. Then think of something better.
No, it's not the choice of name. It just doesn't like the name.
What, you got something against orcs? Human.
No, I have
You
something
sound
against
confused.
advertising.
Ah. Interesting. Well, it has been a long day. The bodies should have been cleared. It is not going to be a good place to sleep, but we can commandeer your room or two above. What say you? Some rest?
Yes,
Probably.
and if you got any wine or alcohol or anything, we'll take it, buy it for the trip.
Oh, there's nobody left to buy it from, my dear. Yes, I think they had a pantry. I do believe I know the exact location. And, you, she says, pointing at you, Musa. Or you, the fancy one. Might need your, tricks to open the door. Come. Come with.
I'll follow with Derek.
Yeah, I'll go.
Apparently, she has managed to catch on to the fact that either of you know how to get around a door, either through brute force or something else. It's a solemn night, quiet. They set up a little fire in the kitchen after clearing out. Seems like the survivors just sort of stick together, maybe not in one big group, but at least smaller groups close by. And they just sort of take a night's respite after the bodies have been buried, cremated as best they can. A solemn meal is had.
Yeah, Fenric would be staying up, like just staying up through the night as long as he possibly could, talking to my parents in Calda about just their life. What have they been doing? How have they, been getting around? It's just anything and everything.
And they are just as excitedly talking to you. It's an emotional sort of day. Lots of stuff has happened. And there's plenty of other people to take watches in turns, so you don't have to do too much. I want to have you roll. Because it's enough combined with Tekwani and other people called also taking their turns that you can have a long rest for the night. But as the sun rises the next morning, there is a question of what would you like to do exactly? Set off immediately? What's your plan?
It might be a good idea to look around and see if there's any clues.
What kind of clues?
You never know.
specifically?
That
Uh,
probably should have been something we did before night. Because if you're looking for clues like tracks or anything like that, after a night in a desert, those tracks are gone.
Tracks are one
I'd
thing, but
say if
yeah,
you
sorry,
want to
go
do
on.
a little timey-wimey, we would have looked for clues. You can. That's fine.
Timey-wimey. Sorry. That was okay. But yeah, just like dropped items. If there's a particular area that had a little bit more attention to it than others, stuff like that. That's all.
Investigation checks or perception, you tell me.
I could do the investigation. If you would like to assist.
Sure. Yeah, I can give an assist. I have a 5 to mine.
The lowest I can roll is 18.
True.
That is a 21.
Okay. As you're searching, you find out where the fire started. Was near where the animals would have been, the hay, any sort of feed would have been stored. You find clues of accelerant and the way that the fire spread. The most places that they put attention to were the upper levels, especially the bedrooms. You find a little bit more like torn apart belongings, like fully, thoroughly searched through every single room. Other things, 21. I think that's all you find. Things to back up stuff you already know. Unless there's a specific question you want to ask me.
Not off the top of my head.
Then yeah.
Kind of going back to like when I asked the old man about which direction it came from. Would the fire, like where it was set, would that just be a matter of convenience, or would that be seem to indicate they came from that direction?
It came from where the wind was blowing, and it was like very smartly placed. So whoever knew where they set the fire knew what they were doing, and you check in with a couple of others, and one tells you that they saw them coming in the same direction that you came from.
Okay.
When they're doing their investigation, Niekman would like to go out, look for the animals, see if he can corral any before night falls. And he won't go alone if other people will come with him.
We'll go with you.
Okay.
Oh, it's a natural one. I'm going to use my inspiration to reroll that.
Can I
The
also
camel
do animal
decides.
handling?
Yes, you can. Or you can assist.
13.
Okay. With a little bit of help from Aryun, Nikumen, you're able to put your training to use. It seems these camels like you a little bit more than they would Aryun, strangely enough.
Well, they're camels. They're not horses.
You managed to round up like 2 or 3 camels that you can easily load up with stuff. Now you have 3 or 4 more people. It should be more than enough to bear the burden of. So now you have a nice proper caravan. A bunch of people traveling together. Yeah.
Hey,
Does
good work,
anybody wanna
Arian.
do a general charisma check for me to see, as you talk to other people, if you can find out anything about the direction you're headed?
Check.
Who's
Because they
doing
were
that?
travelers. Wherever you want.
I can do a check.
Persuasion, deception.
Oh.
Whichever. Or charisma, that works too. That's good.
You said charisma check, so I just did a charisma check.
Yeah, that's fine. A 19 would get you some information on Isfahan. Let me get it out for you. You do know that currently the city has some sort of army or some sort of military force in it. Not occupying, just in the city. But the city has, because of that, like, heightened security around its borders. And they sort of screen their refugees. So certain fight-capable people are taken to join the military. People who bring news could be welcomed in. Especially people with better connections. Certainly. And you pick up this little hint that the Cognate, or anyone resembling someone from the Cognate or the Steppes, would definitely be held suspicion or outright hostility, because it is the stronghold for the Sultanate, or what remains of it there.
Okay.
Well, that's a complication.
Right?
I suggest you don't announce yourself as of Clan Batar. It might not
I look
go
down
over
at
well.
myself, and I look at you, and I go, I look like I'm from Clan Batar.
We might need to get you new clothes.
See, all we need to do is just change all of
That's
this.
It's fine.
You just pointed to all of me.
One. One.
I'm so glad someone got the reference.
Oh, I got
I
it.
did.
I just didn't
I
say
did get that
anything.
reference too.
As I was looting bodies, did I see anyone that had like a nice Ariun-sized, not cognate clothing? Because if
could
they were
find
all
something you
beaten to
make
death,
work.
the clothing wouldn't be all torn up, right?
You could probably find something. It's a big caravan, Sarai.
Yeah,
And maybe you could get a little help from Maris.
I'm just gonna go
Get
look
me some
for.
like nice clothes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Yeah,
look
if you
for
want.
whatever speaks to Moose's impulsivity.
Something
You
that
tell
can
me
go
what
over
you
top
find.
of my-
And Derek will follow along closely behind and be like, "No, that's hacky. No, that clashes. No, we're not doing that. No, just stop. Just stop. I'll fucking do it."
Also, it needs to
Holding
be
up like
something
a
that
sundress and cowboy boots. Ah,
works with my armor too.
It's stripes and polka dots in the same outfit. How dare you? Plurals for
finds-
summer.
Finds one person, just looks down at them, sees what they're wearing, goes, "Yeah, you deserve that."
He is that bitch. I knew it. I knew it, Derek.
Derek knew that. This isn't
Yeah.
anything new.
Say, between Derek and Hakeem, what do you guys come up with that you think will suit Aryun? And Aryun, you can have input, approve or disapprove.
I think eventually with Derek's nitpicking, Musa just finds the plainest set of like leather traveler's clothes, like a duster, just some generic pants and a generic shirt.
You're no fun, Derek.
No, I'm professional. There's a difference.
Yeah, I mean plain is fine.
I mean, you could
As
throw
long
in a
as it-
sash or two, Derek. Oh, that's a pretty good one. If you want.
I am going to go find some fashion, and I will share a picture later.
Okay, perfect. I think a new outfit and new possibilities on the horizon.
Nikoman, if it's been a week since we ran into the Hellhound, Nikoman would like to reach into his bag once more, pull out a random item.
Okay. You go ahead and roll me out. 1d10.
Four.
You find, as you pull out, a little card. Looks like a divination or a tarot card of some kind. There's like a very stylistic drawing. And there's a picture of a man on it. An older man with big bushy beard and sort of red beaten clothing. Wait, why does he resemble a little bit like you? He's got carving tools on his belt. He's got little strange off-colored cloth sack on his back. Strange. Bears your likeness.
That's weird. I'm gonna show it to Musa. What do you think of when you look at that?
That old man.
Spitting it. You would like. That's basically Nikoman. If he was a painting. Except maybe he has a cap, which looks a lot more fun.
It looks nice. Very fun. More fun than you.
I don't see it.
Red-cheeked and jolly.
It looks like he knows if you're sleeping. But in a not creepy way.
Sounds kinda creepy.
Derek will walk up behind and like take a closer look at the picture and go, Are those wood carving tools, or is that a lockpick? He looks like he might be the type that'll break into someone's house.
Is that a rope on his
I don't-
belt? And coal stains on his knees? What the fuck?
It's giving.
No, he looks like he maybe if you left him at the plate of cookies, you might stop him. He'd be distracted.
It seems like the type that would have slave labor to make a large-scale toy production facility.
Possibly somewhere cold. Look at that pom-pom on his head.
It looks cold.
Exactly, somewhere far and remote. Nobody could get to.
The shame, like, the only cold place I really know is Russia. I don't know. I don't know of anything further north than that.
Can't be.
That's weird. Nikoman's gonna put it in his pack, and he's a little bit disturbed.
I'm glad you liked it. And on that note, new clothes, new beginnings, strange likenesses, and a new year. I think we'll end this episode here. I hope you had a good time. You as well.
Fox,
My
Chatty.
brain
Fox,
broke.
Fox. Thumbs up.
But thank you.
Now you just need to do that 6 or 7 more times.
I'm gonna have to spend the entire day with like Gen Zers who are gonna do the same thing at least like 6 or 7 times today. And I'm not gonna be having fun. I want you to know that.
That makes my day.
It ruins mine.
It's increased it by about 67%. If you didn't react to it in the chat, I wouldn't have made this an issue. But no.
I know, but I can't help but physically want to throw up every time you do it. It's so stupid.
It kills me. You don't understand. Anyways,
I've
join
always
us.
preferred 69.
That's true. Same. Join us next week where I try to kill Derek's character and force him to reconsider his life choices. And if you want to join us for other stuff this week, there is Veridia on Wednesday, and on Tuesday we have When Nine Lights Rise, our bi-weekly campaign, where I get to play a grumpy little paladin, and Derek, well, not Derek, Booty gets to play a little drunk cleric run by Minfo.
A little
So
whore.
come. Yes, he is a little whore. Come see us.
So
on Wednesday.
he's a cleric, so he's a holy whore.
Yes.
He's a holy whore.
So
He's a little holy whore.
So he is not the one sweating in church?
Oh no, he is, but he also likes to share that love. So everybody gets to sweat.
For more of such highbrow jokes, come join us. You can find our other content on YouTube because we're there, and also on Discord. Come say hi. We'll post our schedule and other funny memes, along with other content like pictures of dogs and food. All good things. And yeah.
We are
Bye.
going to be raiding into Archmage Freya.
Uh-huh.
They are currently on episode 82 of their campaign, so please go show them some love. And we will see you all back here on Tuesday for When Nine Lights Rise, where I play a lowbrow character because he's a gnome.
We'll see you then.
Exactly. A little holy whore.
Until then, all that's left to say is have a good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, God.
I gotta run.